Hi, Facebook family, friends, colleagues, anybody that's out there at 3:38 Central Time in the United States. Let's see. Let me see if I can get the glare off of my glasses a little bit. That's better. Okay. So I am up this morning because I can't sleep. So for any of my friends, colleagues, nocturnists, those night shift workers, because there are places people are totally night shift workers are out there. If you're listening to me, just throw up a like, a sign, a thumb, a heart. Let me know if you're out there with me. Otherwise, I guess everyone is going to get this wonderful treat of a recording in the morning, daytime, whenever they wake up. And I'll probably be asleep at that time. So, yes, I'm going to. Doesn't look like any of my colleagues wants to join me, so I'll tell you who I am. I am Yvette McQueen, MD, emergency physician and travel doc. I help active travelers to travel well with my tips, my blogs, my courses, my books, and even private consultations. You too can travel well and use my safety facts or turn them into everyday habits. So it's like I said, I'm actually here. Yeah, I'm sitting here in my pajamas, drinking my tea. Thought I would get me some, can you see it? Organic peppermint tea to kind of just soothe me, try to get some sleep. But someone talked me into doing a day shift yesterday. I've been an emergency physician for over 16 years, and I normally work night shifts, evenings or nights, but mostly night shifts. So I'm used to being up at night. But someone talked me into a day shift, and I worked, and I came and had dinner and relaxed. And I said, okay, I'm gonna snuggle up and feel good. And I'm in one of my favorite hotels. I haven't been in this area in a couple of years, but came to one of the hotels that I used to like. Great service here. And I came and I said, okay, turn off the TV. It's dark. I'm relaxed. I'm going to get some good sleep so I can, get the plane tomorrow, or it's today now. And then I just lay there. And I heard everything around me. It's next to a highway. So I'm hearing the traffic. It's a block away from a hospital. So I keep hearing the sirens, which normally I don't care about. I hear the helicopter taking on and off, going back and forth. I said, wait a minute. I like this hotel. I used to sleep good here. I would get off of work and come, and then I'd go, I would get off of work at 7 a.m. and I would come and close the shades and go to sleep. And that was daytime noise. I was used to the daytime noise. I was not used to nighttime noise. This is nighttime noise. And so it's keeping me up. I know. That's what us nocturnists, even when we're not working, a lot of times we stay up. I know I do. We get used to being on that night pattern, so we're not going back and forth and throwing off our rhythm. Yeah. So I'm up, trying to chill out, drinking my tea, and I thought I would get on Facebook Live, but no one's here with me yet. So I'm just going to keep talking to try to chill out a little bit more. So let's talk about travel a little bit and jet lag. Let me give you few little tips. So when you're traveling west to east, when you're usually going jumping the pond or the Atlantic Ocean, those international flights are usually done at night. They leave from somewhere along the East Coast line, and they fly at night. So you may leave New York at 7 or 8 at night, and you will land about 6:30 or 7 in the morning. Say if you went to London. London is 5 hours ahead of us. And then most people are saying, oh, I'm tired, and why can't I sleep? And no, I'm sorry. They say, I'm tired, I want to sleep, so I'm going to check into my hotel and go to sleep and get a nap. But you're off. Your time zone is off. So if you're flying those international flights, this is what you should do. You should plan a few days ahead of time, like a week ahead of time, to steadily add an hour to your time. So if you know they're 5 hours ahead of you, what you do is you just add an hour to your sleep. So I normally go to bed at 9 at night. I'm going to not go to bed at 10. Then another day later, I'm not going to go to 11. It may kind of throw you off for your normal schedule, but you will eventually be on schedule at your destination. So when you get there, you will be on that time zone. You will slept on a plane, and you'll be on that time zone, your land. And most hotels will let you check in, and if not, a room is not ready, what they'll do is let you store your bags, take a change of clothes in your carry-on. And talking about being a carry-on, team carry-on, we'll talk about that on another time. But yeah, check, have a change of clothes in your carry-on, change your clothes, and start exploring the city, wherever your destination is, and then come back later in the afternoon. But at least you're on that time zone, because if you go at 7:30 in the morning and go to sleep at the hotel, you're going to sleep all day, and you're going to lose your first day of your vacation. You will. So that's a good way. That's one tip for the jet lag. A tip for sleeping on a plane at night. Of course, you can take a mask to put on your eye mask. You have your earplugs to shut people out. A nice cozy blanket. Take your own personal blanket. Yes, the airplane has blankets. Yeah, they put them back into those nice plastic bags and seal them, and you think they're all brand new. They're not. So please take your own personal blanket where you can cuddle up and snuggle and pull it next to you, and you know that it's your human cells that are on it. So a lot of people feel that alcohol helps them to sleep. It doesn't, particularly excessive alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant and stimulant all at the same time. So initially, you'll start to get sleepy, you're tired, but then you wake up and you're like stimulated. So it doesn't help you get restful, solid sleep. Also, heavy, spicy meals, discomfort, a little heartburn, that'll make you wake up. A lot of people talk about the temperature on the plane is cold, but it's actually very conducive to sleeping. According to some sleep studies, it said that the right temperature to sleep is 65 degrees. Yeah, that doesn't work for me either. But I guess it does, because it okay. I made myself cough. So if it's 65 degrees, what I'm gonna do is snuggle. I'm gonna put a sweater on. I'm gonna snuggle on that blanket and cover up. And I guess it does help you to sleep. So that's another thing. Some people like to take sleep aids. If you do know you have insomnia or trouble sleeping, you can talk to your physician prior to taking your trip, and they can decide whether it's appropriate to prescribe you sleep aids. Remember, If they do give you any prescribed sleep aids, please do not drink alcohol with those sleep aids. That is not a good mix. And also, a lot of times you end up being very groggy afterwards, so consider that also. Or you can get, chamomile tea. I'm sitting here with my peppermint tea. That's what I like. But chamomile tea is known to cause a calming effect for sleeping. You can try that. And stay hydrated. Like if you're drinking the alcohol, remember alcohol will cause dehydration. And my previous tips, I talked about blood clots and just staying hydrated. So stay hydrated by reducing your alcohol intake. Hydration will also help with the jet lag. If you stay hydrated, you will, and never, you can bring your own water on the plane, but never be afraid to ask the flight attendants for more water. Just stay hydrated. That will help with your sleeping also. So those are some jet lag tips to avoid jet lag. Is to stay hydrated. Add an hour if you're going from east to west and the time zone is ahead of yours. You can always add an hour to your time, little by little, to get according to that time zone. And once you land to your destination, just try to be in that time zone. If they're eating breakfast, you eat breakfast. Even though you feel like it's dinner time, eat breakfast. Breakfast is always good all day long, really. It really is. You can make, you get your protein, you get your greens, get your nice good veggie omelet. You'll get everything there. That's a great dinner / breakfast that you got going on. So you can do that. Let me see. Did I have any more tips that I can't think of anything right now. And maybe my brain is starting to wind down, and that helps too. So if you enjoy this insomniac, I might have to start my insomniac special at 3 a.m. in the morning, because I think this is like my second Facebook Live I've done at 3 a.m. in the morning. The other one I was working, so see, I work mostly night shifts, but now I'm up and and I'll fall asleep probably just in time for me to wake up so I can get my plane. That's what usually happens. Then I'm gonna have to sleep all day tomorrow. So remember that I am a global physician on a mission to educate about health, travel wellness, and disease prevention. So where can you find me? You can find me on my Facebook Live right here, my Facebook that you found me on. It's Yvette McQueen, MD. That's YvetteMcQueen, MD. So hope you travel well. Ciao.